Marcus is another one of my old friends who got started with Houston when he was a young player. How about Zubats? What's he doing? He's out of his mind.
So he just waited for the double team and found the cutter.
And he shows you how smart he is. He goes to KJ Martin. That's a sure dunk. And there's Kennard putting one up and in. There's a miss on the outside. The rebound by Marcus. Well, look who's getting ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I think he wants to stay in Houston. Of course, he played his senior year in high school here in Houston before he went to Texas. And so, correct me if I'm wrong, but just about every 7-footer in the league.
Anyone that's tried it on him, he's gotten them all.
That's what's been fun to watch. Boy, his daddy was one of my favorites. There's a miss from the outside by Rondo. They get the rebound and put it back up and in.
Spins off the iron scrub, battles for the rebound, and here come the Rockets. Clippers 7 of 11, 4 of 5 from above the arc. Olynyk for 3, hard off the heel. Rondo, this is just his 3rd start this year. Started a couple of times in Atlanta.
You know, Bill, back when you started this, remember you used to get letters from people. Now you're getting tweets.
Oh, look at KJ. Wow, a slam dunk down the baseline.
Yeah, the great Jim Foley. He called me yesterday and reminded me of a couple stories that I wanted to bring up later in the broadcast.
Oh, gosh. I hope he doesn't bring them all up. I'll tell you, Jim Foley's got so many great stories to tell, and he knows every bartender in the United States. No, I'm not kidding you. You walk in anywhere. Hey, Jim, good to see you.
Kyrie just signed a multi-year deal here today, so the Rockets are going to keep him around. He showed the Rockets that he can really play.
From a 10-day contract to a multi-year contract. That's pretty good going.
He learned when he came here to Houston that if he could develop that three-point shot, he could play until he can't run anymore.
Oh, beautiful pass. And Serge Ibaka gets the basket for the Clippers.
This is one of those teams with the Clippers that, listen, if they are going to go into the playoffs healthy, bring any and all, because I feel that the Clippers roster and the way that they are playing, they are ready for anybody.
And they've been shooting 43% from the three-point line as a team, so that's what you're talking about, Bill.
Yeah. There's Kennard with an easy one. That's just thinking ahead. That's a smart play. Now Rondo getting it over in the corner. Inside. Boy, that's a really good shot. Apparently you do too. Rondo to the basket, and he hits it. Boy, that tells you right there what Rajon Rondo can do.
The Clippers run out of time, turnover nevertheless. The Rockets get their first possession here. Olynyk fouled en route to the rim.
Yeah, that's been the most fun, is to see the generations of fans that come and talk to you. And Kennard gets picked up by Tate on the outside. Rockets up by 8 points now, and they go inside to Patterson, and what a great move. But I had Tim Paris before that, and Tim's in the trunk. We had Tim when we were on Channel 20, so seeing a lot of familiar faces tonight, and Kennard gets the basket.
Afterwards, Eric Spoelstra said it was by far his favorite moment this season, and that is why we roll with UD.
He has been a culture setter from day one. You saw it on the graphic. He's played every minute of his career with the Miami Heat. By the way, how about the out-of-bounds play for the Clippers? It resulted in a layup for Luke Kennard.
He got a little bounce to his step, not favoring anything from the lower back issue. See right there, that's those kind of moves right there, movements, the bump, the twist.
Back now to this basketball game and see if we can get the Rockets a victory here tonight in the final home game of the season for the Houston Rockets.
Marcus Morris Sr. all played first quarter minutes, have not been seen since. And so it's a second line in a rather entertaining game, and it's been entertaining because Rondo keeps making plays.
Evan Mobley, any one of those four guys would be really good. And then the Rockets will also have a couple other picks later on in the first round.
I got my sights set on Cade Cunningham. Boy, he's going to be a big star in this league. That's who we're going to draft.
Okay.
Rondo puts it up and in. He was one of my favorite players. Vernon was the only guy, you know, the old saying about 100%. He gave twice as much as that. Marcus Cousins on him now. He lost his dribble. That's what you can't do. Got to back it out on DeMarcus, and Cousins to the basket for 2. There's Lamb off the pick. Armani with an extra pass to Tate. And by this time next year, Jayshawn Tate will be hitting that shot. He had Titleist make him up a bunch of golf balls with his red headband on him. He didn't put Willie on him. He put the red headband.